Alright guys, this is my reaction, not my reaction, my review to Season 4 of The Flash, Episode 2. Yeah, entitled Mixed Singles. This was I don't know, like, the first episode was really good. I thought it was a step up from Season 3, which I hated for the most part. But this episode, I felt like was going a little bit back towards Season 3. I didn't really like it nearly as much as the first episode. And I saw the promo for next week, and it doesn't look that much better, so I don't know what's going on with Flash right now. That's not to say it was a horrible episode. It was a funny episode. It had some really funny moments in there, but I just didn't like it as a whole. Like, I thought the villain was lackluster. I thought he was kind of forgettable. I thought, like, I thought it was very formatic and pretty predictable for the most part. I really didn't like the way they handled Kid Flash in this episode. I mean, the way they handled him in general has been terrible, but I really didn't like the way they handled him in this episode in particular. Like how are you gonna have a sidekick character or a partner character and never have them do anything? Like, it's just annoying. Like, he's really fast. He might not be as fast as the Flash, but he's still incredibly fast. But he doesn't get to do anything. Like, he should not have got knocked out by that blast, in my personal opinion. But whatever. It's kind of like Arrow. You know, like in Arrow, they don't give some of the characters enough to do because you have to put the main character on a pedestal, and the other characters have to so the other characters end up feeling like they're less useful because of it. Which is why I don't think these characters should have, backup or partners. Like, Flash doesn't need to have Kid Flash all the time with him. I don't think he needs to be in the show all the time. He could be in some episodes. He could be like Jake Garrett. He could come in when you really need him to, or when there's a big crisis. But he doesn't need to be as a current showrunner. He doesn't need to be like a show character. He doesn't need to be in every episode. He just doesn't need to be. Same thing with Arrow. I don't think Wild Dog and Spartan and all of them need to be in every single episode. They can just kind of sprinkle them in when there's a bigger thing going on. They don't need to be in every episode. That's just my opinion. Getting back to the villain, I thought he was kind of lame. I mean, his power was cool. His power was cool, but I felt like they kind of didn't really use it in enough interesting ways, and his motivations were just kind of really one-dimensional, not that interesting. Like, oh, he got his money, he got his life's work stolen from him. I mean, I feel for you, man, but that story's been done a million times. I don't know. It's just there wasn't nothing that really drew me in about the bad guy besides his powers. And a bad guy should be more than his powers. Just like how a hero should be more than the powers. You should like the character. I mean, there were certain scenes I liked, and I liked the comedy aspects of the episode. Like the whole thing with the couples therapy, that was really funny. It was interesting. We got to see a lot of you got to get a lot of insight into the character's mindset because of that, and there was a lot of little funny banner. Even that little reference to the Arrow premiere was hilarious. The part at the end was really great, like the whole thing about the tech suit. Like, but even though that was really funny, I did feel like it was just lazy writing that he happens to get a new super tech suit in the same episode that the villain has tech powers that they're fighting. Like, that was just too coincidental, you know what I mean? Like, I think it would have been better if they would have waited a couple episodes, had Flash have that suit for a couple episodes, like learning about it, and then all of a sudden they fight a villain that has tech powers. Because having a tech guy be the very first person you fight was just horrible luck for the show, and then in the showrunners, it's like lazy writing. But yeah, but it was cool. It was cool to see like all the different gadgets in the suit, and see, like, it was really funny to see Cisco's justification for why he had those gadgets in there, and everybody's like, "Dude, that was really funny." I love that. I love that banter. Talking about Cisco, I don't know how I really feel about the Cisco Gypsy relationship. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It just feels kind of forced. Like, they don't seem that compatible to me. Like, it's hard for me to imagine those two being into each other in real life. Like, they're just so opposite. And I know they say opposites attract, but man, they're just so opposite. Like, it's hard to imagine. But it's okay for the show's purposes. I think, like, when you think about it, Cisco's basically dating like his doppelganger. It's kind of like she's literally just she's basically just uh, a alternate version of him. It doesn't quite have the same mindset or like a personality. But anyway, I do like Gypsy. Like I think she's got that kind of like dry, serious wit that's really funny and that the show kind of needs. Because most of the characters are kind of like geeky and you know most of their comedy comes from like being geeky and being awkward. Her comedy comes from being like sarcastic and being like dead serious half the time, and I like that. I like the way her comedy comes off of. I'm really interested to see the episode. I don't know when it is, but there's an episode this season that's going to have like her dad, which is going to be played by Machete, Danny Trino. I'm really excited about that episode. But yeah, like overall, the episode was kind of for me. I mean, there were, like I said, there were really funny parts that made me really laugh, but overall, the story itself just wasn't that intriguing to me. It and Iris just kind of came off the bitch, for most of it, and I don't know, like it's just I feel like a step back from the premieres, how good the premiere was. So we'll see. Um, this episode definitely was weak in my opinion. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts on this episode was. And yeah, later, guys.